Alexia Zigoris has been sharing the fourfold way for effective leadership. And today we have arrived at the fourth principle, which is be open to outcome, not attached to outcome. And Alexia is here to explain. But as usual, we'll go back through the first three and just tell us what is the fourfold way.
So it was developed by a social cultural anthropologist, Angeles Arian, who believed that humanity needed to be back in leadership. No longer command control, just do what I say, but try to understand people and work together and engage in a fertile and very positive relationship. So the first principle is really show up and be present. That means paying attention to somebody right in front of you and not being distracted, i.e., put your cell phone down.
Right.
Pay attention to what has heart and meaning is really about listening for what's going on behind the words and trying to understand, a little open-ended questions. Tell the truth without blame or judgment is really just illuminating what's actually happening. It's not right or wrong, it just is. And then being open to outcome, not attached to outcome, is really where you involve the other person or people in the room in the solution. So if you think of it like a laboratory experiment where maybe some of the ideas are the same things you've heard before, but there's another perspective or another person, maybe a new person, for example, comes up with an idea that you've tried over and over and over again. You could say something like, well, we've tried that and it didn't work. Or you can say, tell me more, what are you thinking? Here's what we've done in the past, and then you engage in a conversation and you're open to something new and innovative, which really is where corporations, families, schools, sports teams, you all want to be innovative, creative, and find new solutions to old problems.
Well, do you find that a lot of people, when they go into a situation, whether it's with a family member or in a work situation, they always want to solve the problem right away, like we have to solve the problem?
Well, what's the expression? I've been through this rodeo before. I've done this before. I know the answer. One of my favorite examples of this principle is an algebra teacher at DePaul Cristo Rey here in Cincinnati. His name is Mr. Masadi. And if you think about algebra, there's only one right answer, right?
True.
But he involves students in explaining why they got to their answer. What is it they did? What principles did they learn? How did they get to that answer? And as they go through that, he helps to build self-esteem and confidence in young people around the subject of math.
Wow. So how do these four principles help people to build connections, whether it's at work or in a personal relationship?
Well, we talk a lot about culture in the workplace, in your home, in schools. This creates a very positive culture, especially when you enter the situation really seeking to understand another person and not trying to force an agenda. So you come up with, like I said, more creative ideas. A lot of trust is built when you're actually actively listening to people. And it can be carried through any facet of your life, whether it's home, school, or here at work, or wherever you are, at the gym. Developing relationships and positive relationships is really what gives us life. And having a prescribed outcome to everything is, quite frankly, it's boring.
It's true.
So if you think about life a little bit more openly and think about the way another person can add their perspective and create something better, then it's just a better place to be.
Very good. I like it a lot. And Alexia's blog has more, alexiazigoris.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time. Now here's